Hi, it's Dan here. Welcome to my studio, such as it is. I decided to add some cross pieces to my workbench here to give it a little more strength, and so I could drill dogs in it, hopefully, at some point. So what I'm doing right now is I'm cutting the slots in the 2x4s. This obviously was just quick done on the table saw, and then I was trying to figure out how to cut this. And it seems like the safest and easiest way that I can do it is just by making multiple passes with the table saw to cut out the waste material. So let's get to it. It's a little tedious, but I think that's actually a good thing. I could use a little practice in slowing down. Surface is a little rough, which will be fine for this application, but I could always sand or chisel that for a finished piece. My measurements are a little off. There's a little bit of slop there. So I think I'm going to cut some shims out of the plywood. Sorry, not plywood. Out of the 2x4s. 2x4s. Out of the 2x4s. Also, I need to get a better power strip over there because I just blew the breaker, not the main panel breaker, but an interim power strip between this and this. So I have to get something that can handle a little more amps. Alright, now I have an assortment of shims that I can use to make sure that these have a tight fit when I go to glue them up. Alright, we got a few more minutes before I have to go get ready for my actual job. Step 2, so I want to do lap joints here. Obviously this is the first half of the lap joint. Now I need to figure out how to do the second half of the lap joint. And obviously, I can't put these on the table saw. These fit not too bad. It's a little loose front to back, but not much. So I'm thinking the router's the way to go. Woof. Gonna clean up some dust first. As handy as this sled is, it seems to really inhibit the dust collection abilities of the table saw. Right. Let's try out the new router, shall we? I know which bit I want to use. That's the one. Right? Yeah. Got our nice new Bosch bit. This part does not seem to adjust up and down. Oh, does that just... Sorry, I'm learning the new router here. I just got this. So we've got an unlocking clasp right there. Here. It's just a gauge. We've also got a plunge bit here. Should be able to set the depth on this, right? That just locks the collet in place so we can tighten it. Do we just set this depth with the depth of the bit? That doesn't seem right. I would think it's the plunge base that lets you do different depths. You can plunge it and then lock it. I feel like with that unlocked, this should just pop off, although it doesn't seem to want to. But you know what? I think that's going to be plenty deep as it is. They're actually plenty shallow in this case. So we want this, right, we want this to be about half the depth of the 2x4. So here's the dust collection tube. I'll have to install that on this later. I mean, I should have it on now, but I'll do it later. All right. I am going to try freehanding this. See how it goes. Okay, the width is fantastic. Depth, we need to go down, what is that, like another 1/4 of an inch? Unplug the tool before you adjust that. Because this thing will take your finger off in a heartbeat. Less than a heartbeat. This thing sucks. I have to find the appropriate sized wrench to use for that. Replace this fucking flat piece of garbage. No, you definitely need to go down more than that. One of my to-dos for this afternoon is going to be figuring out how to get that mounted up on this. Might be a little too much. It's better to undercut just a little bit and then creep up on the depth that you want. So you can always take a little bit more off, right? Yeah, let's try that. Okay, well, it is time for me to go get ready for my actual job now. But a couple things I'm going to do different this afternoon when I come back to finish this up. One, I'm going to figure out how to get this plunge base onto the router body. That'll make setting the depth much easier. And I'm going to make a template to go. Where is that? Here we go. I'm going to make a template to go over this because the cut here is too wide for the router. The router base is tipping in. So yeah, I'm going to have to figure that out somehow. Maybe set up a temporary piece across here or something like that. Anyway, see you next time.